I'm Scott Knutson. Some people know me as a cowboy entrepreneur. I'm a South Texas cowboy, a fifth-generation cowboy, and I take that serious. I grew up on the ranch, and I've been in a saddle all my life. My mom told me a story 3 years ago when I was 9 years old in my childhood home on my family ranch. I was in bed, it was late at night, and there was a thunderstorm. In the darkness, there was a loud kaboom. It woke up the house. My parents run down the hallways into my room. I was crying. I was a young boy. I didn't know what happened. And all the toy shelves, they fell. The next day, they figured out what happened. The house was hit by lightning, and it just happened to hit my bedroom. So that's the way it started. I've had over 60 broken bones, 3 near-death experiences. I've had countless surgeries, over 15. I have metal plates in my face, my neck, my shoulder, my back, and my knee. I've been hurt a lot, but we just learned to learn through it and grow through it. Little did I know, 30 years after that incident as a child, my wife was on my right side. I was holding my baby girl, our baby girl, and out of the blue came lightning. And it went in my head and out my left hand. It wrapped around my daughter. After that, it was commotion. Somehow, we made it through those next few hours. We really didn't even realize what happened because it wasn't raining. There was no storm near us. It was off in the distance, but it got us. My second near-death experience, I'm a professional horse trainer, and somebody had a horse they couldn't train, they couldn't ride, and I want to try and save every horse. That's what we do. His name was Durango, and I was working with Durango, and every time I would get on him, he would buck, and he would buck hard. He was a professional bucking horse. I rode him, and I knew what it felt like, and this guy, that's all he knew how to do. So I figured if I could kick him into a lope, he couldn't buck. Unfortunately, he figured out how to get me. He stopped in the middle of a lope, which is a run. He planted his 4 hooves in the ground deep, and he flipped over backwards. The apex of the fall was my neck. It was me, a 300-pound saddle, and a 1,200-pound horse. It broke my neck. I remember coming to, I don't know how much later in the day it was, and my hands were in the sand. I remember the cold sand in my hands. And I was looking up at Durango, and he was looking down at me. The third time I died, I killed myself. Not on purpose. I was trying to do the right thing. I was working out. I was going to go back to riding horses full time. I was trying to stay in shape, and I was drinking water. I was drinking out of a plastic water bottle that I would clean every night, but I didn't know to use bleach. So I killed myself because I created a toxin. It was E. coli, C. diff, and OK-147. I remember looking down on my funeral and seeing the people that were there, and they were sad. Well, that was the first time I haven't had pain in as long as I can remember. It was such a great place. I didn't want to come back. And my 2 best friends are my wife and my daughter. But it was such a great place. I tried to negotiate with God, and I knew I couldn't win. I did get the chance to relive my life. I came back, and I'm pain-free. I got to hear about our marriage. I got to date the only woman I loved, raise my daughter. We grew up as brother and sister as much as father-daughter. So when bad things happen, grow through it. When you're doing the right thing and bad things happen, get better because of it. I didn't look for the lights or the TV or the movie or the speaking. I wanted to stay in the pasture and ride a good horse, have a good dog, and enjoy the front porch. Now I get to do both. If you trust in God and keep going forward, don't get discouraged. Don't ever hang your head. You can get there as well. My main word is just enjoy the ride.